In this video, I'll walk you through putting together a game plan so you can go out there and start using your personal endorsement and getting customers. Because you can spend all the time in the world writing out a great script and practicing it, but if you never take action and actually execute it with people, you'll never get any results. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is that you need to know your numbers. And I mean that is you'll start figuring out what your average is, that hey, if I talk to 5 people or every 7 times I use my script, I get 1 customer. You need to know that because that will help you set goals, and then you can measure yourself against other people in your company or in your organization. I mean, measure it not so you can compare, who's doing great, who's doing bad, but you can see that, hey, am I getting, good results with the product? Or am I getting, similar results to other people out there? Is there room for improvement, or are you doing a great job at it? So before we talk about what those numbers are, I want to walk you through a little bit of sports trivia. So I played baseball a lot growing up, and I watched Major League Baseball for years and years and years. And only 28 baseball players have ever hit over 400 in a season. And 400 means their batting average. So for every 10 at-bats, it means 4 times they got on base or got a hit. The other 6 times they struck out or got an out by grounding out or flying out. So only 20 players have had an average of 4 out of 10 successful at-bats since the 1880s. That's about, 140, 150 years ago. Only 28 players have done that in the entire Major League Baseball history. And the last person to do it was Ted Williams, and that was in 1941. Now, looking at some recent numbers, the 2010 Major League batting average was around 250. So that means for every 100 at-bats, people got on base or got hit 25 times. The other 75 times, they got out. Now, here's the thing. These people are getting paid, millions of dollars to go out there and play, and their success rate is on average 25%. If their success rate is 40%, they're in the Hall of Fame and go down the history books as to what only a handful of other people could ever get done in the sport. And the reason I share that with you is I've seen a lot of people get discouraged after 2 people say no to them. And I've been there myself, so I'm laughing in empathy with you. But when a Major League Baseball player, they look at that, wow, I got a 350 batting average, meaning they get on base 35 times for every 100 at-bats. They don't look at the 65 failed times. They look at the 35 successful times. And you need to do the same thing. So you can't get discouraged when the first 2 times you use your script, it goes nowhere. You have to use it a little bit more than that. So what are realistic expectations? Depending on you, your product, your company, what situations you're using it on, it's going to be very, very different. But I would like to see anywhere from a 1 out of 5 to a 1 out of 10 success ratio. If you're anywhere within there, you're doing a good job. If you're not in there, there's probably room for improvement. So you can be having like a 10%, a 10 to 20% success ratio is what we're looking for. Even myself, after all my years of doing this, after all my successes, after all my customers, for every 10 people I talk with, you know what? I might get 3 of those people as customers. And guess what I do? I don't worry about the 7 people who didn't become customers and didn't try the products. I focused on the 3 people that became customers. So before you even start worrying about anything or getting stressed about anything or thinking you're a complete failure at network marketing, that you can never build this business, you need to use your personal endorsement at a minimum of 20 times. Once you use it a minimum of 20 times, then you can go back and start critiquing it and critiquing yourself. But the bottom line is that you have to take action. Your business only grows if you go out there and take action. And when people say no, don't take it personally. You focus and you celebrate the people that say yes, and those people that become customers.